Happy Fundraising Film Friday. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about what I call rising donor programs. Some folks refer to these as middle donor programs or mid-major programs, but I like the term rising donor because you see that is the key to getting major donors. So often I've been asked, Roy, how do you find new major donors? Well, it's not from renting the list of Mercedes-Benz owners in your community. It's not from reaching into the Federal Election Commission report and finding people that are donating to political candidates. It's not from people that live in very wealthy, expensive neighborhoods. It's not from identifying people who are on the board of directors at your local theater company or at the National Ballet. No, no, no. Major donors come from your database, and how you get them to upgrade is by creating a rising donor program, getting donors to climb the ladder. So often, and I tell this to folks and they don't believe me and I challenge them, look at your top 100 donors, your top 100 individual donors, not corporations, not foundations, but individual donors. Who are your top 100? And look at their first gift. You are going to be surprised. The first gift is going to be $100, $200. It might be $25. Because you see, that's how people with great capacity give. Is they treat their giving just like investments. And so they're going to make that first gift, and it's going to be a smaller gift. And they're going to see if they get thanked in a timely manner. They're going to see if they get an impact report. They're going to see if they get a newsletter. They're going to see if you take the blinders off and tell them more about your organization and begin to try to build a relationship with them. If you do, guess what? They add a zero to the check. And what happens, it takes 3 to 5 gifts to take a donor who has great capacity from a regular gift to a 5-figure gift, to $10,000 plus. And so, you really have to work on that, and you really want to create a communication stream to people who have capacity. You're able to identify that. I've gone into that in other videos in this series. So there's ways to identify capacity, and when you find people with capacity, you need to put them in a unique communication stream. I call it a rising donor program, so that you can upgrade them, rungs on the ladder. Take them from $500 to $1,000, from $1,000 to $2,500, from $2,500 to $5,000, $5,000 to $10,000, and yes, that's where the magic starts to happen. Because then, as you begin to meet with them and build a relationship and find out what their hot buttons are, what types of things they like to give to, guess what happens? They start adding zeros to those gifts, and when 10,000 turns into 100,000, it's very exciting, and it can happen very quickly. Well, listen, I hope this helped you. Think about your fundraising program today. Do you have a rising donor program, a way for donors to climb the ladder by going from a regular giving pattern to a major giving pattern? That's all for today. I hope this helped you. Please, please, please check out my website, royjonesreports.com, and there's 300 or 400 articles there, lots of fundraising input, so I hope you'll get involved. Thanks for checking me out. We'll talk to you next week.